In the last issue, Spider-Man paid the ultimate price to save his friends and family. But now with the threat of the Blight raging on, will the webhead rise again? Or is this truly his final death? Well, let's hop into the pages of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 69 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, or at least I assume where that last Special Point Deaths issue left off, I didn't bother reading it and no one got mad at me when I didn't cover it, so I guess it wasn't worth it. The X-Men were all in the process of tearing each other apart after coming under effect by the horrifying Blight. Only Juggernaut Kane Marco was able to retain his own mind thanks to his own connection to Cyttorak. But if the world will ever be saved from this brand new magical threat, they're going to sadly need a lot more than the Juggernaut. Now back over in the realm of Cyttorak, the Blight-infected Calyx continues to gloat over his recent victory, defeating Earth's champion of magic Spider-Man and shattering the Covenant, allowing the Blight to run wild. All I can personally think is that with that new white face paint job and the red diamond on his head, Calyx really does look like Timu Mr. Sinister, doesn't he? What the hell is this guy gonna do for an encore? Well, he claims that he is going to destroy his father Cyttorak and unseat him from his throne. He also makes a creepy pass at his sister Syra, while she is mourning the death of Spider-Man. I really don't know why he did that out of the blue. Maybe he goes to the Jaime Lannister school of brothering. But yeah, Spider-Man is really dead this time, everyone. We promise we're 100% super serial, and you can tell because Syra feels so bad about all of this. As she explains to Master Death Coulson, Peter was unlike any human she had ever met in her thousands of years of immortality. He showed her something that changed her heart, a secret cosmic truth. What was this truth? Well, I'll tell you all about it right after a quick word from this month's sponsor. That's right, after Cape Joel has teamed with the good folks over at Encore. What's Encore? Well, do you love comics? I mean, you're watching me, so that's certainly the feeling I get. But has this ever happened to you? You spend forever scouring the internet looking for that one obscure issue to complete your collection, or maybe a beloved childhood story that's just not in print anymore? Well, don't worry, because Encore is here. Encore is a brand new bidding app that is like what would happen if TikTok and an auction house had a beautiful baby. Browse through tons of listings, finding exactly what you're looking for, and as an added benefit, take some time to interact with the sellers who love comic books and superheroes just as much as you do. See the books and other wonderfully geeky collectibles in real time so you know exactly what you're getting. Bidding could not be easier. Just swipe, set a max amount, and let Encore do the rest. Feel safe in your purchase knowing that you're protected by ID verification for all sellers, making sure that no one gets scammed. Stock photo listings are a thing of the past over here on Encore. Not convinced yet? Well, what if I told you you could win stuff by buying in one of their many giveaway contests and earn even more entries by introducing your friends and family? So whenever you're ready to find your next great comic collectible, click the link down in my description to download Encore today for iOS and Android. And we're back, everybody. Don't worry, I assure you that ad break was more interesting than anything that happens for the rest of this issue. You see, while Syra is coming to terms with this great cosmic truth that I mentioned before out in the real world, Peter's friends and family frantically search for him while trying not to get killed by all the Blight-crazed New Yorkers. It's here that Dr. Doom actually ends up rejoining the story, and thank God, because in case you didn't know, this issue is actually classified as a One World Under Doom crossover, even though that's impossible, because the timeline of events here clearly takes place before the brand new event story that's also going on right now, but I digress. What's so important about this scene? Well, for one, Doctor Strange actually ends up saying to Victor what I've been saying from the very beginning, and that is that if keeping the Covenant with Cyttorak was so important, why the hell did Doom not do it himself as Sorcerer Supreme? He passed the buck to someone else, and because of that, this invasion of Blight is kinda sorta his fault, and yeah, Victor doesn't like people pointing out his inconsistencies and hypocrisies. But okay, I've stalled long enough. Back to that whole ancient cosmic truth thing, something that only Peter could show the cold-hearted Syra. You see, as Master Death Coulson explains, Peter is unlike any mortal that Syra has ever met because he was crushed not by the weight of all the deaths he was forced to watch over and over again. No, he was crushed by his love of life. Yeah, everyone, how about that? Spider-Man is special and managed to get Syra to mend her wicked ways thanks to the power of love. Which honestly feels even dumber in retrospect when we stop and consider that Doctor Strange had also won the Covenant contest multiple times on his own, including being subjected to inevitable death. Oh, but he didn't change Syra's heart and mind, though. I guess that's because Steven just didn't love nearly as much as Peter does, right? This is why you gotta be really careful invoking the whole power of love thing, because if you do it wrong, then it makes it look like everyone who died or failed previously to this moment just didn't care as much, I guess. To Joe Kelly's credit, he does try and tie this into a bigger theme with Cyttorak, saying that he is the unmovable not because he's so strong, but only because he's paralyzed by loss. He never loved anything, not even his own children, and it's because of that Syra is willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for Peter, trading away her own immortality to Master Death Coulson, so that the Spider-Man may live again. Yes, this is apparently something you could always do in the Marvel Universe, it's just no one ever bothered to try it before. As Coulson says, this is basically just one god flipping off another type of god by trading immortality, and hey, wouldn't you know it, it works. Peter is reborn. But more than that, it seems that a little bit of Syra has rubbed off on him as Peter has come back with a few new tricks up his sleeve. Syra bids him a fond farewell, saying that it's time for him to become everything he was meant to be. A hero, an unstoppable force for good, a juggernaut, or should I say Spider-Naut to be more exact, as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Amazing Spider-Man issue number 69, everybody, and once again I am left saying the same thing that I've been saying for the last several videos in regards to 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, and that is, what is even this book about anymore? This issue tries really hard to pull your heartstrings and to make you feel and make you care, but it just comes off as so trite and empty. Even though in fairness, the book is actually trying its hardest to gas Peter Parker up as a character, saying that he is a force for good, that his humanity is one of his greatest characteristics, and that it can even melt the hearts of villains. It's just a shame that so much of it just comes off so bland and uninteresting and paint by numbers. Even Spider-Man becoming the unstoppable Spider-Naut by the end of this issue, something that might actually have been an interesting final page reveal, Marvel was sure to spoil in solicitations before this issue even came out. Well, if nothing else, at least this storyline is quickly winding down. And I'm personally hoping they save the best for last, even though I'm certainly not going to hold my breath. Overall, I would give this one a 5 out of 10, just very, very bland.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.